Hi, this is Asean Now and you're watching the Weekly Wrap. First up in Malaysia, military documents were stolen by mischievous monkeys at an army camp in Malacca. The thieving primates grabbed the documents from a postman who was on his routine rounds at the garrison camp. Within seconds, the monkeys escaped by climbing on nearby trees and a building roof. The brazen attack left the 33-year-old postman injured. A report was lodged and the police are tracking the monkeys. According to the army, the stolen documents were not classified as previously reported. Also in Malaysia, a 22-year-old man charged with raping a 14-year-old girl in Sarawak avoided prison after marrying his victim. He was charged with statutory rape last year and faced up to 30 years in jail and being whipped. However, the charges were dropped when he married the teenager and she withdrew the complaint. The case has sparked anger from rights groups and reignited the call for a ban on child marriage. Next, the wife of Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong made headlines this week for sporting a blue purse with white dinosaur prints during a recent visit to the White House. It wasn't just the quirky design that caught the public's eye. Ho Ching bought the purse, which cost some $11 at a Singaporean charity event to raise funds for autism support services. The purse was designed by 19-year-old Sito Shengji, a student at the Pathlight School for Autistic Children. In Indonesia, a succession of volcanic eruptions forced the closure of 2 airports and disrupted several flights to Bali. Mount Gamalama on the eastern island of Ternate erupted on Wednesday following a moderate earthquake in the area, causing the island's airport to close. Lombok's airport was closed overnight from Monday to Tuesday due to a drifting ash cloud from Mount Rinjani. Authorities have said there's no plans for evacuations yet. Lastly, in the Philippines, Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa, who surrendered to the police on Tuesday, has appealed for his son to do the same. On Monday, President Duterte gave Espinosa and his son 24 hours to surrender after police arrested 5 of the mayor's bodyguards and employees in a drug sting operation. Duterte threatened to have Espinosa shot on sight for supposedly protecting his son, who was accused of drug dealing. Hundreds have died since Duterte took office and pledged to kill tens of thousands of criminals. We now head over to Bangkok with our Thailand partner Nation TV for the latest roundup from the northern ASEAN region.
Thank you very much, Kuala Lumpur, for your updates. And now let's take a look over the past week here in the Upper ASEAN region, starting off with Myanmar. Myanmar officials are alerting all mobile phone users to register their SIM cards by March the 31st next year or risk losing their service. The Transport and Communication Ministry says that network providers will stop their service to unregistered SIM cards. This effort is to provide public safety and even to later allow people to use their SIMs as identification when shopping online and doing bank transactions through mobile devices. And here in Thailand, Bangkokians have saved a museum from being overshadowed by a tall building by mobilizing around $30,000 in 2 weeks. Despite her own donation, the owner of this small but much visited museum still needs around $30,000 to secure the purchase of a neighboring land plot. Upon her request for a donation, retired university lecturer Waraphon Surawadi received precisely what she needs in her bank account before the deadline. Moving on to Cambodia, Cambodian authorities are working on measures to better accommodate elderly tourists in a bid to attract more expatriates. Immigration officials recently announced that they will allow foreign retirees to live in Cambodia without a work permit. A top official from the Tourism Ministry also suggested for the government to provide better access to health care and easier visa extension processes. And in Vietnam, companies seeking air transport license from Vietnam aviation authorities can now use their audited financial reports to provide proof of their financial status. Under the new rule, enterprises in the civil aviation sector are not required to declare bank statements. They can now choose to submit 2 of the latest annual financial reports to support an application for a new license. And our last story is from Laos, as Vientiane is installing additional security cameras and security alarms at almost 800 locations to provide safety for visitors and manage traffic. Lao News Agency reported the $28 million contract was signed by the Ministry of Public Safety and a contractor. The move is intended to make the capital more secure and improve surveillance for law agencies. And that's it for this episode of ASEAN Wrap from the Upper ASEAN region. This has been Satapat Paetong, and now back to Kuala Lumpur.
Thank you, Bangkok, and thanks for watching. I'm Dina Murad. Have a good day.